Welcome to the Life of Joey Calvo Podcast. I am Joey Calvo. Continue to help the victims of the California wildfires. They do still need our assistance as they're rebuilding their lives. Today we have Michelle Clifton, truly beautiful author of the Taryn O'Kelly mystery series, which blends humor, romance, murder, and happy endings. Her fictional town of Silver Springs was inspired by Durango, where she lives now, or used to live, and the surrounding area, places that she knows and loves. And each book reflects her imagination, but also her real-life experiences as a mom, wife, and lifelong mystery lover. Michelle, welcome to the podcast.
Joey, thank you for having me.
No problem. So how did this all start out?
Well, when I was younger, I enjoyed listening to mysteries, kind of an audiobook, reading a little bit. I actually thought I'd go to law school before my kids and become a district attorney to put bad guys in jail. I thought that might be a really fun job. And so I loved history and government and all of that. But children came and had some life plans that changed for us. And I decided, maybe I didn't want to go to school to be an attorney at this point. Maybe I just wanted to be a mom. But the next best thing was to go ahead and write the mysteries. So I started my writing career when my kids were really little, but I never did much with it. It was more of a hobby kind of on the side. I homeschooled my kids and they were my priority, but they're both grown up now. They're both out of high school. My son just graduated from firefighting academy. And I have a little more free time on my hands, not being a full-time mom anymore. And I thought, gosh, I love writing so much. So I published my first book last year. The second one came out in April. And the third one in the series is on target for April next year.
Okay. And so tell us about Taryn O'Kelly. Who is Taryn O'Kelly?
Taryn is a 26-year-old party planner. She's got auburn red hair. She's an Irish Catholic girl who tries so hard to do the right thing. She tries to be super nice. She loves planning parties. She really wants to make everybody's dreams come true. And during the first book, she's planning a party for a real-life bridezilla, which, the term's not around for nothing. And unfortunately, there ends up being a murder and she stumbles upon a body and she really tries hard to stay out of it, wants the police to be what gets involved because she just wants to plan her parties. But the bride is really kind of concerned. Maybe she shouldn't even get married in this venue. I mean, somebody died and could they be coming after the guests? So Taryn is kind of thrust into being this super sleuth. And all the time that this is happening, she has an ex-fiance that is a borderline stalker that's kind of driving her crazy, not really sure what's going on with him, and a potentially new boyfriend who has a whole bunch of secrets of his own.
Okay. All right. And so in each book, it's kind of like Taryn is like a superheroine.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she tries to just be a party planner, but she ends up finding a lot of bodies. She has become a body magnet, and now that's kind of her side hustle, if you will, is solving mysteries. Okay.
All right. So what inspired you to create Taryn O'Kelly?
I think there's a little piece of her that is me from when my younger self, that kind of sense of adventure, wanting to do something on your own. I always had thought that party planning would be so much fun. I absolutely loved planning my wedding to my husband, and it was just, an absolute blast. And as I was having so much fun planning our wedding and reading all the mysteries that I typically would read, I just thought, gosh, this could be a really fun angle to do the cozy mysteries with instead of your standard baker or tea shop. This is a party planner, so that's a little different in the genre. She's not one that typically would find bodies. She's not a detective. She's not an investigator. So there's little pieces of me in her, but she's mostly made up. It's just a young girl who has a lot of dreams.
Okay. And have you thought about expanding outside Taryn?
I am. Actually, I'm in the middle of starting a paranormal mystery series. It's going to be co-authored with my daughter, actually. And we're hoping to have it released next fall, but it'll be another mystery. This one will be totally different, paranormal, ghost stories kind of thing. So it's mystery genre, but not in the cozy genre.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. So how can, okay. So we got Taryn, who is a party planner, who is a body chick magnet, we'll call her.
Yeah.
And then hopefully by the fall you'll have a paranormal mystery coming out, and so you're going to be on both sides of the spectrum in reference to between Taryn and it going paranormal.
Yeah, our main character's name will be Victoria.
Victoria?
Just mean Veronica. I apologize. Veronica. She's still in the makings, and it won't be this fall. It'll be fall of next year, so fall of 2026 that she'll come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, okay, so we have Taryn, and then we're going to have Veronica in 2026. And do you see any other characters coming out of these two? Eventually,
as far as new series goes, not yet. It takes a while. It takes a bit to get a series going. As far as the Taryn O'Kelly mysteries are concerned, her best friend Candace is in all of the books. She's an absolutely adorable, for lack of better words, she's a badass sidekick. She's trained in jiu-jitsu. She's saltier. She's a little bit more feisty, and she's really not afraid of much of anything. So she's a good counterpart to Taryn. And we do have both the boys, Robert and Alex, which were Taryn's love interests. Robert is her ex-fiance, and Alex is her current boyfriend, who will still be in the group. Taryn's family, she has her mother and her father and her brother, who are pretty big parts of her life. They come and go throughout the series. She has a lot of family dinners and things like that. As far as different characters and spinoffs go, I don't know that I'll have any spinoffs from the series at this point. There's none planned, but the Taryn O'Kelly mystery series is planned through at least book 8, probably through book 10. Okay. And the paranormal mysteries that I'm just barely starting on, we don't have a full fleshed out series yet of how long that'll go, but it'll definitely be several books.
Okay. And how can people reach out to you in reference to maybe giving you ideas, maybe help you with that, might, like you said, reach out to you, get the books, and or even say, hey, Michelle, maybe Taryn should do this, or like, how can people reach out to you?
Well, I would absolutely love it if anybody would reach out and just say, hey, this is what I would want to see. Can I name a character in your book? Go to saltyinspirations.com. That's my website. And there's a newsletter there you can sign up for. And in the newsletter, I send it out once a month. It tells you kind of everything that's going on in my life as an author, my website, what's happening. I also host some virtual tours, book tours for other authors, just to kind of expand the community. I'm part of the Southwest Florida Fiction Writers Association down here in Southwest Florida. I currently live in Cape Coral, and I do their newsletter. And also we are starting a digital magazine for readers as well with that group that I'm in charge of. There's lots of ways to reach out, but saltyinspirations.com will get you everywhere for me. And my books are for sale there. They're for sale in all the different bookstores, Amazon, normal places. They're actually also in the libraries. So if you want to check a book out, the best thing you could do for me if you do check a book out, and even if you purchase it, would be to leave me a review. Those we really, really appreciate if anybody takes that kind of time to just tell us what you loved about the book. But I absolutely adore if you guys would sign up for a newsletter and email me back. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on.
Okay. All right, Michelle. I apologize. I couldn't come up with any more to make this more intriguing and interesting and dragging it out. But, you are welcome to come back on the podcast when the new books are coming out, and we'll be happy to talk more about it. Hopefully get more time in to even expand, going into what got you into these novels themselves, that these characters, and hopefully when the one with your daughter that you're co-writing with your daughter comes out, and you figure out how many books that's going to last, when you come back on, we can, like you said, we can explain more, hopefully get more deep, more deeper into what some of these characters are actually going to do.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, so the Taryn O'Kelly series, the second one is Cruises, Cocktails, and Corpses, and that came out in April. And they're on a cruise ship when murder happens. So, of course, it's a little more of a locked door, closed room type scenario, since they're on a cruise ship, and obviously there's only so many suspects. So it was a fun way to write another mystery. A different perspective when you're on vacation, things like that. And the next one, book 3, will be set back in Silver Springs, Colorado, where they're from. Mm-hmm. And this one involves a KOA camp and some mysterious characters that are trying to steal the land away.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, like Michelle said, get the books. Check out the series and go on saltyinspirations.com. And when you go on Salty Inspirations, hit Michelle up, let her know how you feel about the books. And that way she, can say, okay, we can do this, we can do that. We can go from there. Any inspiration. That's why the website's called Salty Inspirations.
Absolutely.
Just like this podcast is supposed to be like with Michelle Clifton, and it didn't last long. It was short-lived.
That's okay.
But like I said, go to saltyinspirations.com. Check out the website, order the books. Chat with Michelle, give her your ideas about what her character should do. And Michelle, I do apologize again that we couldn't get any further in reference to it, and hopefully the next time that you do come back on, we'll be able to do it and be able to really bring it all, hit a home run with it and bring it really out there.
That's great. I think it's still wonderful to be out here talking about the books, meeting you. It's wonderful. So thank you very much.
All right. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. God bless you all.
Thank you. God bless us all.